Hola amigos, bien o no, y saludos desde Medellín, otra noche tan bonita aquí hoy. Entonces, el tema de hoy, para mejorar nuestra fluidez, predice el futuro. So, predicting the future and how this will help our fluency. Now, let's be clear, when I say predict the future, I don't mean some telepathic trick where we know tomorrow's lottery numbers. I just mean like taking a moment now, for instance, and think about what you're going to do tomorrow. And have a think about what kind of things you will need to say tomorrow. Because even if you mentally rehearse it once or twice now, when you get to tomorrow, it's going to be a lot easier. Let's give you an example. So tomorrow, we're going to catch up with some friends of ours. So that's fine, because these are people I know. So there's perhaps less things to prepare. It's less of a surprise. Well, I have some questions to ask, because when we last met these people, there's some things that happened, so I can ask them some questions about what happened with their project they were going to work on. Did they get the promotion? So I'm thinking about some special phrases I can ask to catch up on their news from the last time I saw them. But I also know that later on in the day, maybe after we've caught up with these people, there's a good chance we might catch up with some of their friends as well, particularly if we go out together. And for that, obviously, these will be new people. So I'm going to have to prepare to answer those kind of questions I know I generally get when I meet new people. Questions like, oh, why are you here in Medellin? What do you do here? Do you like it here? How long have you been here? These kind of things. So I can mentally rehearse now those type of questions. So in that sense, I can predict a bit the future, because I know these two events are going to happen tomorrow. Now, clearly, there's other things that will happen tomorrow I have no idea about and will be a surprise. But that's kind of the thing, isn't it? So that's the tip for today. Think about it. There are some conversations you're going to have tomorrow that you know might be tricky for different reasons. It could be the people you're going to meet. It could be the type of things you need to talk about, maybe the type of questions you need to ask. But rather than improvising when you get there, which might put you in a difficult situation, and perhaps you'll forget words or you'll not be as fluent as you would like, if you take 2 minutes now and just think about what's the most likely thing I'm going to need to say in that situation? What's the best question I could ask? What kind of question are they going to ask me? If you could mentally rehearse the answer, that's going to give you a lot better result tomorrow. Now, if it's going to be really complicated what you need to talk about tomorrow, then certainly I would write some of that down, at least in the sense of some of the key words you might need, because that again you will find will help relax your mind slightly. You won't be worried about it so much because you thought about it. So you know that you're going to use these 2 or 3 words that you need to remember, because they're the key technical words perhaps you need for that conversation. Don't worry about the rest of it, just make a note of those 3 words. The ones you know that are difficult to remember. And once you've written them down, you'd be surprised. You can relax because you know you got them written down. And even just mentally rehearsing the dialogue, just a bit, will make you feel a lot calmer. And you'll sleep better, ready for tomorrow. So there we go. That's the tip for today. Predict your future, and you'll be surprised how well you get on tomorrow. So, from Medellin, I shall wish you feliz noche and cheerio.